Welcome to the Hands-on Art ceramic painting tutorial presented by Ambrosia. This is available in PDF format if that's easier for you to follow, and will be available on our website and in studio. We'll begin by wiping down the surface with a wet sponge and gathering all of our materials. Then we will trace the image onto tissue paper with a pencil. I also choose to trace the circle for easier placement onto the plate. Then I cut that out with some scissors and secure it with some tape and begin tracing that with Sharpie. I also flip the plate over and add the year with a cute star design on the back as well. I am a fan of using the full area of the front and back of the plate when painting. So here I'm going in with that first color, and you don't have to be too careful with that white because we'll be going over it with our blue. And remember, we want 2 to 3 coats of every single color. Here I am tracing that wording for the 2024. It's important to go slow and constantly be dipping your brush into new fresh paint. If it dries out or there isn't enough paint, it won't glide on as expected. And now for the front of the plate, and now we are going in with our white to fill in all of those stars. And now if I were to go back and redo this plate, I would actually do the whole plate white and then trace my image after I've painted the whole thing white. It would have been a lot easier instead of trying to go in and paint each individual section white, because all of the colors will easily layer on top of that color. Okay, I'm going slow with a very detailed brush, very thin, and constantly dipping into my paint. Adding in the white for these stripes, and then going in with the red for the other stripes. And here I'm going in again with a detail thin brush. Now I'm doing this because I want my edges to be nice and smooth. They don't have to be perfect, but that thinner brush first will definitely make sure that they are smooth, and then I can go in and add in or fill in the area with a thicker brush. Okay, and then this is what it looks like after those 3 coats, and you can't really see that lettering anymore, so I am just going in and freehanding that "God Bless America, Land of the Free." But again, you can go over it again with your tracing and go over it with a Sharpie one more time, and that should still bleed through on top of that paint. And for the tracing with the wording, we used black, but you could use whatever color you'd like. And remember, it's important to go slow and constantly be dipping your brush into new fresh paint. If it dries out or there isn't enough paint, it won't glide on as expected. And keep in mind that, it doesn't have to be perfect, and if you need help in the studio, you can always ask one of the sales associates and we can help you write that on your plate as well. I also chose to outline just a few areas of this star just to give it a little bit more impact. That outline always does the trick when you're wanting it to look a little bit more professional or store-bought. Okay, and it looks like we are done here. That is the back and the front before firing and after firing. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the studio.